There ain't no point in this. The only point is awareness. Listen, you looking for clues, you looking for points, you looking for too much. Let me tell you why. Only reason all that shit was stacked on top of each other because your ass couldn't get it. You only got to see one thing. The one thing that brought you into realization, the one thing that woke you up, whether that's Christianity, whether that's Judaism, whether that's Christianity, whether that's a Muslim, all you have to look at is what woke you up and continue to believe in that, and you'll find the base reality. Because every reality is not the base reality. But every reality you travel through your mind. So all of them you can have experiencing of while you planet here on this earth.
So if you say when you wake up,
Right.
it sounds that you are describing being woke. What does woke mean to you?
Listen, everybody want to use woke as like saying that I'm smarter than you or that you sleep and I'm woke. Listen, uh, I just want to clarify that everybody sleep if we all stuck in this body. I can't get out this body. I can't go see the creator and say, yo, what's going on? Now, nobody can. No matter how much they tell you they can astral project, everybody can astral project, but nobody can go as far as to the creator. Because nobody know what he look like. Nobody know what he sound like. Everybody talk to his minion. Listen, Big Homie CG just said it. In the Bible, they said, listen, I will do your bidding for you. So they were saying that I will go do your bidding to the creator if you worship me. So that means that everybody, including me, including you, we looking for God, but God is hiding in the dark. And can't nobody see in the dark. Where the fuck will you hide? If you was God, keep it real. If you didn't want nobody to see you, where will you be? But I don't think people understand that part, right? Because like Jesus said it clearly. Jesus said that the prince of this world, the shining bright of this world, is Satan. But Satan and the devil is different. It should be confusing, gang. That's why you can't really go on the outside. You got to go within. And everybody always talk about ancient, like ancient texts and all that stuff. There's no such thing as ancient texts. There's no such thing as that because like everybody think it is, but there's no such thing as time. So what I'm saying is that everything is ancient and still happening now and was happening then. It's steady been happening, but people described it different and wrote it down differently. You get what I'm saying? Because they was doing energy and frequency. We doing energy and frequency now. Certain things that they did build, we know exactly how they built them. But to tell you would be what would they call it, against national security, right? Just to tell you how certain things were made is against national security. Because like the government can't risk the fact that the normal society will have the ability of creating their own food, their own source of income. So then what would you need a government for? You wouldn't need them, right? But on the flip side of that, for the people that don't understand, for the people that's like children's, they need the government, right? Because without the government, they wouldn't survive. So I'm just saying, so on the flip side of the coin, the government is needed for those that need the government. But for those who don't need the government, you don't need the government. So there's nothing wrong with the government. Because listen, understand the government and why Jesus said do when you're in Rome, do what the Romans do. He was trying to let you understand. You got to understand about the laws of energy and how they move, so you can understand the earth. So you understand follow the laws here, then you can follow the laws of other places. So everybody, all these laws are no, these laws they're here for a reason. Like, listen, I can't tell you when it's gonna snow. I can't tell you when it's gonna rain. I can't tell you when it's gonna do none of that. Like I told you before. Right? But I'm saying that you have to understand the law. You have to understand how to be you in all situations, right? So I got to understand that, right? So listen, so when you're in Rome, do what the Romans do. There's nothing wrong with that because I'm still me. I'm still leaving my stamp wherever I go. But people think something wrong with that. People think like if you go in your mama house, you don't smoke. You go outside and smoke. It's respect, right? But you're still smoking. You're still doing what it is that you do, right? But it'd be something wrong if you just didn't smoke at all. If you just didn't find a way to smoke. Because my mama said don't smoke in the house. What you mean I can't smoke? I'm still gonna do what I'm trying to do, but though I'm not gonna disrespect you while I do it. Now that's God. God know how to live with everything accordingly without interrupting nothing. That's God. A lot of people don't know that. You don't got to interrupt nothing. So we can all live together without interrupting nothing. It's simple as that. But who can do that? Who can do that? That's why I was trying to tell people there's only one way to say the kids is kill all the parents. Because listen, I'm gonna say this. If a kid was never, ever was exposed to pain, never exposed to lower frequencies, never exposed to jealousy, then it will grow up never feeling those. The only thing it would ever feel is love, and then that child will be okay without no traditional learning system. It would need a traditional learning system. Because without all the traditional learning system does, if you pay attention to it, it teaches you to have what? Morals and principles. To tell the truth, don't lie. That's all it really teach you. It teach you to understand order, understand this go here, that go there, right? And you learn that through love. And that gets you a long way, right? Understanding where things go and where things can be, you can run $1 billion company just off that information alone. So it ain't about knowledge. It's about knowing what to do with the knowledge when you get it.
For a world without any just for children, how do you know if a cycle wouldn't perpetuate and start all over?
Listen to me. A world without no parents that can instill those emotions that I previously stated into a child will be ideal, is what I'm saying. And with that being ideal, the only way to do that is to kill the parents. But here's the problem. You kill the parents, you bring in another parent, then the child feel pain. So either way, it's bad. So what I just tried to teach you was something that's very, very, very serious. When it's broke, it ain't no fixing it. You gotta rebuild it. You gotta start over.
Leave that. I also have the question of why you have not replaced the battery for your fire alarm.
Listen, that's funny.